Hi, buddy. How are you? Hi.
Okay, this is Taylor Porter, and his talk is today about beyond expectations and like strength through life. So let's give him a round of applause before he
So I came here 5 years ago, like any of you. Like it was kind of hard for me because my parents got separated. And I didn't know what was going on at that point, and so yeah. I apologize for my shaking. I'm sorry. So if you guys know what strongholds are, they're really, it's like one of the biggest curses you ever have in a spiritual religion. So like, for me, like, it was around just July of 2016, like, I was in California, like, just watching YouTube, like, inappropriate stuff, and like, you imagine something, that's when a stronghold could come up any minute, just like that. And that was really worse, especially when it hit around September, until I came across this one thumbnail. I'm not going to get into detail at all. And this is when it started getting worse and worse. Like, we went to a friend's house, and then like, I think it was my mom's friend's house we went to. I'm sorry. And like, I promised to never look that up again, but it wasn't until like a few days later that I just looked it up again. And then it got worse, especially around during Christmas. Like, around January, I just stopped looking at that, and to this day, I have not seen that video since, or that thumbnail. But later in March, it started getting worse a little bit until like I stopped looking at anything. And that was actually when it went dormant that time. And it was actually okay, but my life started to improve right before my 18th birthday though. But later in late June or in July is when it kicks into a whole new level. It got even worse than it has then. Especially since I turned 18. And that was really difficult, especially around August, and like, I had to survive this whole stronghold throughout my senior year. And that was really hard for me because I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's what strongholds will do. And then like around September, that I imagine I got a notification that said that is taken over things that you loved. And then like that day, like a speaker like told how he served in Vietnam, left the war, and went to Rome, and also was there when the World Trade Center towers fell during 9/11. And then like he showed a picture at the end of Jesus hugging someone, and then like that really impacted me. And I was crying during prayer that day, and then like the song like started, and then like Sutherland took me out of the comments, told what's wrong, and I told him everything that I did that night. It was really hard, and like I was okay throughout the whole day, but like I was still a little shooken from it. And then like we went home, and on the way home, and then like I told my mom everything that I did when the stronghold was active, and that was really difficult. And like I stopped looking at things, inappropriate things after that. And like it started back up again around like late September and October. Like it was getting really bad, especially around Halloween. Like I didn't look up anything after that until after like Thanksgiving is when it hit hard again. Then like the most active month for the stronghold was in December, especially during near Christmas. And like it was on a huge streak every night, like nearly every night. But like then around like the day before Christmas is like, let me go back. Let me backtrack a little bit. So like, if you look, God like talking to me like in a message like during church, he's like, if you look up anything involving pornography that day, you are not like what's going to happen next. I kind of knew that would have been in trouble at that point. Then like around like the day before, like around midnight, Christmas Eve, and like I destroyed that whole stronghold entirely. The most hardest part is like, you all have imaginary friends, do you? Yeah. and this one imaginary friend like carried me in her arms through out of that stronghold as fast as she could with the others, and we escaped. just in time. And like, I didn't look up anything around Christmas at all until like the last week of December, and it just started back up again. It was really difficult. And then it just kept going on and off, like barely, and then like around like the day before Valentine's Day, I just surrendered, and then like, or did I surrender? That's what I thought, and then like, it was really hard for me. And then I was like crying because all the things I looked up were getting destroyed. And then like, it was really hard. And told my mom that I surrendered, and like, everything was doing okay. Then I stopped looking at anything until like it was around spring break, near spring break, and then like I only did it like that night, and that was it. And then like, and then entirely spring break is when I did it every single night except one. It was on our last night when I was at my grandparents' house, and that was it. I didn't look up anything after that. So yeah, that's how I overcame the stronghold. And like, my faith helped me a lot through that. So yeah. Okay, some of you do know, and some don't know that I work at Chick-fil-A. That's a really good job for you guys. I clean, I make lemonade, I juice lemons in this machine, and like, I work in the back of Chick-fil-A. I also help who needs help and stuff. Then it was like, can I get more hours? So like, sure. He's like, would you be happy if you work Wednesday and Saturday? Sure. And then like, I think just the other week he told me that he extended my shift on Saturday, so I work twice as long as Saturday. So yeah. Like, all of you know that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. Yep. Wait, hold on. So, in 5 years, I like see myself becoming an animator on YouTube. Like I'm gonna make a cartoon based off that thing when I previously mentioned about that stronghold, but without the inappropriateness. I promise I'm not gonna put anything bad in that cartoon. Then like, I'm gonna make a series eventually after that video is made. And yeah, and like my faith will play a huge role in that series. Like there's gonna be like spiritual like subliminity or whatever it's called. Like, so yeah, I think that's basically it.